Welcome to English Practice Every Day. Just to remind you of our rules. Number 1. Don't be shy. Number 2. Repeat everything I say. Number 3. Record yourself speaking in English. Number 4. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Number 5. Be patient and keep practicing. Number 6. Implement, meaning apply what you practice in your daily life. Number 7. Always keep an English to English dictionary with you. Part 1. Speaking is always in some context. What do we speak when we speak? We don't just speak. We speak about something or someone. Right now, I am speaking. What am I speaking about? I am speaking to share a few ideas to improve your English speaking. This is called context. We speak to share ideas or emotions or information. Whenever we speak in a certain context. We don't speak when we have nothing to share with others. Context can be professional, i.e., appearing for an interview, explaining your ideas in a meeting, discussing strategies with your colleagues, making a presentation, etc. Context can be social, i.e., asking about the well-being of relatives, explaining a particular film to a group of friends, even telling jokes, making a public speech, asking someone out on a date, discussing future plans with your partner, etc. Context can be some specialized field, i.e., talking to a doctor or a lawyer or a car mechanic, or even to a buyer or a seller of some product. Context can be very personal, i.e., talking to yourself to motivate yourself or to keep an audio diary of your daily routine. Recording personal ideas to make creative content out of them, etc. In the next few videos, we will create all the scenarios in these contexts and speak about them. I hope you are repeating everything I am saying right now. If you are not, please go back and start again. Repeat everything I say from the start. Practicing is the only way we learn. Don't be shy or scared of speaking or making mistakes while speaking. Part 2. Mental Chunks. In our first video, I promised that we will practice chunks, meaning groups of images and thoughts that appear to our minds when we try to speak. I mentioned our minds think in such chunks, and by repeatedly talking in such chunks, we can train our minds to speak fluently. Again, I encourage you to record everything you speak as we practice. Let's practice these mental chunks. This morning, as I left my home, it's a thought. This morning, as I left my home, which is a thought. This morning, as I left my home, it started to rain, an image. It started to rain is an image. It started to rain. Fortunately for me, I had carried an umbrella with me, which is again an image in narrator's mind. Fortunately for me, I had carried an umbrella with me. Unfortunately, it was broken, which is again an image of broken umbrella on narrator's mind. Unfortunately, it was broken. So I could not open it, which is a thought. So I could not open it. So I could not open it. I had to stop by. I had to stop by under a huge tree, which is again an image in narrator's mind of a huge tree. I had to stop by under a huge tree to protect myself from rain, which is a thought. To protect myself from rain. I waited for the rain to stop. Again, a thought. I waited for the rain to stop. I waited for the rain to stop. And hence I was late to my work, which is a thought. And hence I was late to my work. This is a series of events that happened at a certain time. The narrator narrates those events in chunks of images and thoughts, one chunk at a time. That's how speech flows, in images and thoughts. Let's practice one more mental chunk to make fluent narration. I like classical music. This is expressing emotion. I like classical music. Expressing emotion. I like classical music, particularly music played on violin, which is an image of violin in narrator's mind. Particularly music played on violin. Particularly music played on violin. I don't understand music. This is a thought. I don't understand music. I don't understand music. I just like listening to it, which is an emotion. I just like listening to it. I just like listening to it. I guess one doesn't need to understand, which is a thought. I guess one doesn't need to understand. I guess one doesn't need to understand. One simply needs good taste, which is an opinion. One simply needs good taste. One simply needs good taste. To appreciate good creation. Again, a thought. To appreciate good creation. In this example, the narrator shares thoughts and images, plus personal opinions and personal emotions. We will slowly add new elements into our mental chunks. First comes images, then thoughts, then personally formed opinions on some matter, then expressing personal emotions. For native speakers, such sentences occur to their minds effortlessly, and having repeated exposure through speaking, they can express these chunks clearly in words. For non-native speakers, lack of repeated exposure to these mental chunks creates confusion. Hence, they cannot express these chunks clearly. It's all about repeated exposure to these mental chunks and ability to express them in words. That's what we will do on this channel. Repeated exposure to these mental chunks, images, thoughts, opinions, emotions, so your mind gets trained to articulate, meaning to put in words. Articulate, meaning to put in words. Articulate, meaning to put in words such mental chunks. If you think it is still difficult for you, don't worry. We will first practice smaller chunks, meaning small phrases that work as starters for longer mental chunks. Let's practice. Phrasal chunk. Give up on, give up on, give up on, give up on my, give up on my, give up on my, give up on my plan of, give up on my plan of, give up on my plan of. Question chunk. How old is your? How old is your? How old is your? Where were you when? Where were you when? Where were you when? What's so good about? What's so good about? What's so good about? Could you tell me how to? Could you tell me how to? Could you tell me how to? Emotion chunk. I am eager to know. I am eager to know. I am eager to know. This tastes delicious. This tastes delicious. This tastes delicious. It's very unfortunate, but. It's very unfortunate, but. It's very unfortunate, but. It rarely feels like. It rarely feels like. It rarely feels like. This definitely looks like. This definitely looks like. This definitely looks like. Opinion chunk. To my mind it is. To my mind it is. To my mind it is. According to me. According to me. According to me. I suspect it is. I suspect it is. I suspect it is. I think it is. I think it is. I think it is. I guess it would be. I guess it would be. I guess it would be. Adjective noun chunks. Closed door. Closed door. Closed door. Bone chilling cold. Bone chilling cold. Bone chilling cold. Immense courage. Immense courage. Immense courage. Horrid condition. Horrid condition. Horrid condition. Happy personality. Happy personality. Happy personality. If you feel confused and lost by all this practice, don't worry. We will practice each type of chunk in detail in later videos. For now, just keep practicing what we have done so far. And bye for now.